Okay, so today we're going to be talking about phonics. And phonics is really all about the education that we give our kids that makes a relationship between the spoken words that they come into school already possessing and the letter knowledge that we need to have for them to be able to match up the sounds and the letters so they can be able to read and recognize letters on a page. My activity on phonics is called, a letter recognition worksheet, and it involves using a 4-quadrant worksheet that looks a little bit like this. This one is for the letter H, and that'll be abundantly evident to you. It'll be something new for our students. We can do this with every letter, or we can do it with just the more difficult ones that we're going to have to really just do through rote memorization, because the letter H, W, Y don't really sound like how they look or how they sound, and they don't read the same way as other letters do. So for the letter H, we have quadrant 1 up here in the top left corner, and quadrant 1 is a picture of a house. The fact that it looks like a letter H is going to come into play in a little while. We want to take them from quadrant 1 and talking about how this is a house. The word house starts with the letter H, and it sounds like huh. And we're going to take that, and we're going to have them try to, in quadrant 2 on the bottom right, we're going to have them try to reproduce a picture of the house, complete. All of it, not just to draw the letter H, we want them to draw a house. We want them to take that, and when they're finished with it, they give them a little bit of time, we want them to take the back of their page, and we want them on this blank side of the paper to recreate a picture of their house, complete. The way it looks on the front side, the way we drew it for them, the way it came to them on the sheet of paper. Give them some time to recreate that, and then we're going to go back to the front of the page. And in quadrant 3, on the top right hand side, we have the outline of the letter H. We want them to go ahead and try to trace over this. And we're going to talk it through. We're going to use our overhead projector with the same kind of an outline. And we're going to talk about how we start the letter H at the top. We're going to go all the way down in a straight line, up and around as we draw the letter H. And that will complete that activity for them. In quadrant 4, we're going to want them to try to create the letter H on their own. And that will complete the activity for this time. We don't want to spend more than 10 to 15 minutes on a phonics activity. By the time we complete this activity, we'll have gone through about 10 to 15 minutes worth of work. What we do want to do is to go ahead and perhaps just come back the next day and give them a blank sheet of paper and talk to them about the letter H and say, house, that's the letter H. And the letter H looks like, and then demonstrate on the overhead projector what the letter H is supposed to look like. And then maybe go through even the process of drawing a picture of the house, tracing the letter H, producing the letter H on their own as a reinforcing activity. Always remember to teach, reteach, and then mastery. So even coming back on the 3rd day and making sure that they remember the concept of the letter H, just reviewing. Remember, we drew a picture of a house. The word house begins with the letter H, and the letter H looks like, and then have them reproduce the letter H on day 3. Teach, reteach, mastery. That's our goal for our kids. That's our goal for ourselves. So you enjoy that one.